Welcome to our first episode of Intraday Focused. Now, we've done these episodes before where we focused and analyze for setups that take place within the same day that these episodes are aired. And in this case, we are focusing for the New York session, and I'm going to touch base on the weekly focus that I did on gold and how it's playing out and how it's going to really play out in giving the educational trade that I'm about to show you. If you can recall what I said in the weekly focus, is that I was anticipating that gold was going to use this point of interest here and this fair value gap. So this point of interest, fair value gap, which is a breaker fair value gap, the market as it mitigated it at the market open on Sunday, crossing over to Monday, that's what we saw those buys. And when we went on to the H1 time frame now, it had already mitigated. I was asleep, of course. And the whole idea was for me to enter at the pullback of this trade, then buy. Now, this intraday focus that we do is not just for me to show you how good I am with analyzing and predicting the markets and how good it takes place. No, it's for you to also learn price action with practicality on live markets. So many of the times when we teach price action through the lens of smart money is that we teach it with hindsight. The data has already taken place. With this, you get the confidence to see this in live action. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me just explain exactly what I want to see take place, or from the lens of smart money, what I mean here. So when you have a higher time frame zone, for example, that was retested exactly like this one here, okay, this would be what we call a higher time frame. So you would label it as this higher time frame zone that gets to be retested as the market is turning around, picking up to become bullish. You go to a lower time frame, like in this case, I went to the H1. In that H1 time frame, lower. I'm basically looking at this whole move here and catching it with a smaller stop loss. So usually as we predict the weekly markets, we could easily say, okay, once it mitigates, you will buy here and have a stop loss below this low, because that's what we have to do. This would be a very big stop loss given that this is gold, right? And gold is going to enter your account any pullback or whatsoever within your stop loss. So you want it to be a little bit cheaper. And that's the case of what we actually did over here. Went to the lower time frame and we looked for a change of character. In this case, what we're looking at on that retest is that we have a small zone that it leaves off and then it pulls back to it and then takes off. Okay, I'll zoom that in as I'm editing. So that's exactly what it did over here. With the larger time frame zone, it retested it, and as you can see, it took that structure and started to rally all the way up, taking the last lower high of the market. And of course, it pulled back into a demand. I did mark a fair value gap here, and that's where I originally plotted my entry. And in this case, there was a demand level that would have been a nice sniper entry, but again, I'm not quite obsessed about sniper entries. The most important is not how you enter, but how it gets to finish off. So in this case, this would be a 1:8 or almost 1:7 risk to reward ratio on this trade. So I'm quite looking forward to it, and I wanted to share it with you. So what you can do as you see this episode, you can go all the way to the M15, go mark the last high low, go mark relevant demand levels in this case. Like for example, as I'm marking this, we can see that there's a demand level that the market can use. And you're not going to be lost out of this trade. There are plenty of other opportunities that you can get to use out here. There's breakers on the side. As the market breaks other levels, in this case, for example, it can be breaking such a level like this. And as it breaks it, you can use that as a retest and actually get to buy it over here and catch this trade. Put your stop loss just below this zone. It doesn't have to be exactly on this And then one thing that I'm actually seeing that I haven't seen on the markets or I haven't really taken note of is um, work of schematic. So it was done by Wyckoff. Basically, it's a concept when the market starts turning around. There's a way it starts turning around where it's giving us some upthrust and so forth. So this is work of schematic that's taking place. For those who've studied his work, you would understand what I'm talking about. Some of you would say this is a cup pattern where again, as it buys, it may complete that handle and then even go further. So there are many ways to kill a cat in this game. Rather, in this case, there are many ways to sort of analyze these markets. Okay. Yeah, guys, that's it for the first intraday focus. Maybe I might actually go on Nasdaq. Let's not make it too short, my blessed people. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit more organized. And as I said on Nasdaq, I do predict that our open is going to be a bit bearish. So at least if we can get to see that, and we're still going forward. You can see we do have the supply over here that the market is using. And then I'm highlighting this supply. Probably going to take 20 minutes to just put together this video, make it nice and presentable for you guys. As I've highlighted this, you probably might get it already have crossed this low over here. So what you can do is that you can get it over there as it pulls back, then you can get those cells at the break and retest of that. That can be an amazing entry. As I'm saying, I'm looking forward to taking profits around about here, cells, then we can be going for buys, but probably will update you on the trade tomorrow on the intraday focus. I will be doing them in the morning for the London session. So make sure just before you go to work around about 7, 8 a.m., you may expect some episodes from me for the intraday focused. And it's not just a one-man show, guys. We can sort of just predict together, discuss together anything that we do over here. It's not about who's wrong or right, who's more accurate or whatsoever. It's just about building a community that looks forward to just one goal, which is financial freedom. Anyway, guys, see you on the next episode. God bless you. This is your brother in the kingdom.